questions?
You can DJ
now. I have one. What is imagination from the point of view of the sage? It can be useful or an escape.
I don't want to begin my answer with "it depends," but it does. Well, we have to be clear. What do you mean by imagination?
So, what is the definition from your point of view?
You're the one who is raising the question. It's more important for me to know what your question means than for me to give you an academic essay on imagination.
So, creative thinking on image, on sound, on everything who arise in the what we call inside.
Yes, the ability of the mind to create images, right? To imagine, the ability for the mind to create images. And images are different from thoughts. Thinking is more linear, like the speech. Speech is like a river flowing. Images are more like pictures. Of course, everything is more like movies, but so the perception of an image is more global. At once you get all kinds of details. Whereas in linear thinking, it's much more accurate, it's sharper, more focused, but you get much, much less information at a time. So that both are necessary in the thinking process. Imagination, in a sense, because of the large quantity of information it can take together at the same time, is the first step, if you will. And out of that, then something emerges which is more selected. You can select something that corresponds more to that which you seek, and then deal with it in a more linear fashion. For instance, let's say a composer will hear the symphony or the various parts playing together, because that's what the output is going to be. So that's what he needs. And then he's going to address every part of every instrument and measure after measure, beat after beat. go into the details and make sure that the harmony matches, etc. So in that sense, imagination is closer to the intuition part, to the creative part, but it is simply the first response of the mind which has been struck by the muse, right, by the gods, by something which lies beyond the mind, intelligence, truth, love, beauty, strikes the mind, and the first response is more in terms of images. So this ability to image is a response of the mind, in this case, to creativity. But the same ability of the mind to create images and also to create thoughts can be used or misused by ignorance. And creating, for instance, image of terrible things that may happen, or of things that I desire, situations that we desire. And of course, that's a waste of energy, and it's also detrimental to your happiness and to your health. So often people, either they say it's good to have this ability to create images, or it's bad. In fact, it's neither good nor bad. It's a tool. It depends how you use it. The weapon in the hands of the good guy is a good thing. In the hands of the bad guys, it's a bad thing. It's a tool. Same thing here. Some people are lost in their a kind of daydreaming. It's an escape from their life, from the reality, from the sensation, from the perception of the world. They are in their inner monologue, in fact. So if it is an escape, an avoidance of the now, then this imagination has nothing to do with truth. It has everything to do with ignorance. Now about the truth, if we think about the truth, we don't think solely in logic terms, but we have geometric representation in terms of images that we use. So then this tool is well used in this case. You see, some people are qualified, I don't know what the English word would be, rêveur, une nature rêveuse. The English word would be a dreamer, people who dream. And that's what they feel like when we see them from the outside. Why? Because they are turned inward. But this dreamery nature that we perceive from the outside by observing someone may correspond to two different inner experiences. One may be, in fact, deeply meditating upon a subject, the mythic metaphor for that is the astronomer who fell in the well, right? You know, it's a story of the antiquity, right? This astronomer was walking, lost in his, and fell in the well. So he was a dreamer, but that wasn't coming from ignorance. He was a dreamer because he was absorbed in something he was interested in, and that was... There was no personal involvement in it. And there are people, they escape reality just to dream and put themselves in imaginary situations, which are, for them, seem to be more rewarding than life as it is. So that's different. From an external observer, both could be called dreamers. In French, we have a word, rêvasser. We have the word to dream, rêver, and we have the word rêvasser. Rêvasser has a kind of bad connotation, and I would apply to this second type of dreaming, something like daydreaming here, a daydreamer.
Okay, thank you.